What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we got a Michigan football report. As you're going to be talking about Kalel Mullings potentially being Hassan Haskins 2.0 for Michigan next year, plus an update on a quarterback battle. Freshman quarterback Jaden Davis inks an NIL deal. Miles Hitton ready to be a leader on the offensive line, and also new Michigan defensive line coach Lou Esposito already reaching out to top targets for Michigan. We also got an update on a couple of top defensive back recruiting targets and a potential flip linebacker target. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is the Michigan running back room, but mainly Kalel Mullings, as he looks to step into the Thunder role at Michigan, as he's got a little bit of Hassan Haskins in his game. Now, right now, the projected starting running back duo is obviously Donovan Edwards and right now Kalel Mullings. Now, he did speak to the media recently, and I said, I think our games complement each other, talking about his own game and Donovan Edwards' game. He said Dono can take that thing 90 yards like that, and he said I feel like I can definitely bring some thunder to that lightning, and it will be great to play off of each other, so I'm excited. He did say that there's more to his game that he wants to show. He said I view myself as somebody who's able to do it all. You could ask me to do anything in the football field and I'll be able to do it. That's how I view myself, and obviously makes sense because he was a linebacker turned into a running back here at Michigan. But I did say that he thinks it's a great comparison of him to Hassan Haskins. He said we're about the same size, both run hard, so that's a great comparison. And he said when he was making this transition to offense, that's really who I was looking at as a role model. So potentially a Hassan Haskins 2.0 next season for Michigan, with Donovan Edwards being the Lightning and Kalel Mullings being the Thunder. Also wanted to talk about the quarterback battle, as Devin Gardner actually talked about it with Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider. Devin Gardner said right now that what he's seen from the quarterbacks is that there is no separation at this time. It's hard to separate in spring ball just because the reps are so mixed up. He also said they're trying to give everybody an opportunity to compete, to play. Talking about Alex Orji, he said this dude is built like a rock, looking like an action figure with the Michigan uniform on, and obviously a bigger version. But I'd say the thing for Orji is he's got all the talent in the world, but you see some opportunities in practice where he missed some throws that you want him to make that throw. But the one thing that separated him is he can do things that others can't. He said there are some throws that he did make where it's like there are no other guys that can make that throw. But I just said that the most talented guy is Alex Orji, but as far as where the race is right now, they're all kind of just battling it out right now. Now, one guy who is also in the quarterback mix, probably won't be the starter this year, but definitely has a chance next year, is the freshman quarterback Jaden Davis, as he's actually inked an NIL deal with Brighton Ford, as he will appear at events, autograph signings, and other promotions in the future. It looks like he also got a brand new Ford truck, so very cool for him. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is Miles Hitton, the offensive lineman, as he will be a projected starter. He's obviously the Stanford transfer last year and transferred to Michigan. But Grant Newsom, speaking to the media, he said, I think he's a guy who potentially has all the ability to be the next great first-round tackle from the University of Michigan. Now, Hitton, he has slimmed down from the 340 pounds last August to the high 320s. And he feels faster out of his stance and more in command of his mechanics. But he just said to the media that, just grind. I know it's kind of cliche, but there's not much more to do. Just, details. He did say that he feels better at left tackle. He said, I feel comfortable at left. I feel like I am back home. I am back to where I feel like I know I can do what I can do. It's definitely going to be a key piece on the offensive line for Michigan, and I'm sure he will be the starting left tackle for Michigan and potentially a leader on the offensive line, as Michigan, is replacing a lot of their offensive line, their whole starting group. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is some recruiting news, and the new Michigan defensive line coach Lou Esposito is already out recruiting, reaching out to top targets for Michigan. It's been a struggle. I'm sure it's going to be hard for Michigan to land some defensive line targets, but sure they'll get it done. There's just been so much change happening from Mike Elston to Greg Scruggs, and then another change to now Lou Esposito. But Esposito is known as a very good recruiter and a very good developer as well. But he has reached out to the Warren Central edge Damian Shanklin, who is the 4-star edge in the 2025 class. Now there is already a relationship there because Esposito did reach out and offer him while he was at Memphis as well, and already has a relationship with him, so that's at least some good news there. And another big one is Jalen Williams, the 2025 4-star defensive lineman from the state of Illinois. He has reached out to him. He's ranked 145th nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. He does have 3 crystal ball predictions going in Michigan's favor. Those were put in November. There's been a lot of change that has happened, obviously. But according to E.J. Holland of the Wolverine, Williams said that the call went well. He's looking to make a visit soon. So Lou Esposito already reaching out to some defensive line targets for Michigan. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is a couple of defensive back targets for Michigan that they've been going after for a while now. First one is the 2025 4-star safety Messiah Delham from Warwick High School in the state of Virginia. They told E.J. Holland of the Wolverine that my interest is definitely still high. They had dropped a little bit with all the changes in the coaching staff situation, but they've gotten it figured out. And I said he's talked to Lamar Morgan a little bit already. We're going to get on the phone soon. And I said he definitely wants to get an official visit set up soon. Wants to see the new staff coaches and how they are with their players. So Michigan, still high for Messiah Delham. Just got to get him back for a visit so we can see the new coaching staff. But next guy is the 2025 4-star cornerback Jamari DeLoach from Oscar Smith High School, also in the state of Virginia, ranked 222nd nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. Michigan has also been trending for him. They have 3 crystal ball predictions. He did say he's an early graduate, so he doesn't want to make any mistakes, but he's very proud of his top 5. He said, I have a lot of time left, but I'm sticking with what I've got right now. He said, Michigan made it because they've been with me since day one. He also said, I'm really glad the new coaching staff hit me up. They seem like great people, and I think Coach Lamar Morgan is a great coach. He also said he's excited to see what Coach Wink Martindale's scheme looks like. He said he sent him some history and he was really impressed. He also wants to set up an official visit to Michigan. So another defensive back target that Michigan had been trending for, but just needs to get back on campus for a visit and just prove, to these recruits that the culture isn't changing. The new coaches are good coaches and the success will continue here at Michigan. And the last guy I'll talk about is Elijah Melendez, who is a Miami Hurricane commit in the 2025 class, a 4-star linebacker from the state of Florida, ranked 138th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. However, Michigan, they've still been pursuing him along with other schools. Michigan potentially trying to flip him, and new linebackers coach Brian Jean Mary going after him. Brian Jean Mary is known as a good recruiter. He was a good recruiter at Tennessee, so would be a pretty big time flip for Michigan, considering the big advantage that Miami has with NIL. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you're new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But on that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.